Hi Libra, welcome to your mid-month readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of February, I'm offering a love special that it's available until the end of the month and at the sales price. So if you'd like to know more details about that special offer or any other of my tarot services, again, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Libra. Well, it feels like your love life is being completely changed around. It's like there's a sense of profound change here. It's time for something to change, to happen, for you to break free from a cycle. So you go into a new one that is going to affect positively how things will be going in terms of your relationships. And I do feel like you have this very impulsive um, energy with you, making you do things or take action to the betterment of your love life that's very courageous, very bold, or something that you didn't see yourself doing and you will be seeing yourself doing. So there's a sense of change even in your character, love affecting your personality, your character, the way you communicate and the way you act is just being changed and shifted through the presence of someone that is kind of stimulating that brave change, or because you have come to the realization that how things have been in your love life do not suit you, do not make you happy, are not stimulate. It's like not even giving you this stimulating effect that I feel some of you are craving. I do feel like Libras in general, you need partners or people in your life that activate a strong, creative energy in you. Or people that do have, let's say, a similar vision when it comes to life, um, when it comes to also the styles of um I feel like some of you is like you want someone that shares an affinity with something that is also very particular to you. So it could be about your life views, about your beliefs, about the things you like, sexually, or the things you like or you idealize in a female partner or a masculine partner. It's just something specific that you're looking for in a partner that has to deal with affinities. They're very close to your own. And when you don't have that affinity, it's like I feel like you have a lot of ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs coming up here. Things do not feel grounding in your love life at all during this phase. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of change, there's a sense of turning tables as well. It's like how things have been, they no longer will be. I'm not sure if it's you that it's turning here the tables, or if it's someone you're dealing with. It could be someone you're dealing with because in the Passion's Flame you have the card Time, and this deck is called Time, but it is the Wheel of Fortune. And it's coming in the Passion's Flame house, which deals with the external influences affecting your love life. So your significant other or someone you're interested in, someone that might come up. Everything that affects you, but it's out of your control. And definitely the presence of the person you're dealing with is not under your control because it's the will. The will is not controlled. You could be dealing with a partner or with someone that is very changeable, someone that has been through a lot of changes from childhood and up until the person they are now. And this person, for Libras that are single, is coming up here as being manifested in divine time. In divine time, someone very important to your destiny is coming. And maybe it's coming to happen close. It's because it's showing up. So either someone that feels like a fated thing, a fated connection is already in your life, or it's about to happen when the time is right. And this is someone that can even be someone that's going to stay or stick with you throughout the changes. Because you can see here from the little girl, the adult woman, and the old woman, it can be someone that stays or has this place, this role, right, in your life that is long. There's something here about longevity when it comes to the presence of a person. So especially again for Libras that are concerned about love and all of that, they don't have anyone or not much is happening. In the right time, when someone shows up, I feel like it will stick with you for a long time. This can be someone that will bring a new cycle to your life, and that will help you unbend. It will help you be the free version of individual you want to be, because this is the Knight of Swords and this is you, it's air, and it's the main influence affecting your love life, right now. The problem with this knight is that sometimes it's very it doesn't watch what it says. It's someone that can be a troublemaker, can be a little bit of a rebellion, have a little bit of a rebellious flavor about them. Someone that rushes in and creates a little bit of turmoil where he passes, because he's not afraid to say what he wants to say, what he feels like saying, what he sees. He's not very considerate of others' feelings. He doesn't care about your sensitivity. He just cares about the truth. So there might be some arguments as well happening or shaking things up for some of you Libras, especially Libras that are in relationships. You could be having, a shorter patience to deal with whatever is going on, or your partner is also not having a lot of patience to deal with your problems or with the problems in the relationship. And this can be difficult because I feel like for some of you that are in a relationship that you want to save, that's actually the motto here. Is for some of you who are in relationships where you want to save them, or you want to work with them, you want to keep being in them, but at the same time the patience to be in the relationship, to give the relationship the nourishment, the affection that it needs to grow and evolve, might not be there. So some of you are also in doubt about this thing about time, if this is the right time or not to make decisions when it comes to love, if you should leave, if you should stay, if you should try, if you should give up. I also feel like some of you have a lot of questions when it comes to love. Regardless of your status of being committed or being single, it's just at the same time there's a lot of intensity, at the same time there's a lot of thoughts here rushing, and impulses even rushing through you, and sometimes it can be hard to control what's going on in your love life because your obstacle is the Knight of Wands. Two knights, two of the troublemaker knights here. So really watch your temper and your impulses, because you might do something that you regret. You might say something that then later you regret. You might just these two knights are the most difficult ones because they are so temperamental. It's like they are sensitive themselves, but in ways that it's not about emotions, it's about freedom again. Any time during this mid month and ahead where you feel like your love life is not giving you freedom to pursue things the way you want, you're going to probably have a bad reaction or a negative reaction out of that. It's like you cannot take that sense of either control or restriction. Even for Libras, again, that are single, if you feel like things are not evolving in your love life, you can be getting angry with life itself, with time, with how things do not happen, how things are not happening. And you might be kind of tempted to have an impulse or to do something or to be with someone that you know is not really for you or what you want. Just because, just to shake things up. This is the danger. This is an I'm sorry. This is an adrenaline. I think I'm saying the right way. Adrenaline chaser. It chases the hunt, chases the fire, but it doesn't stay. Right? It's about the thrill of the chase. Some of you might also be dealing with this, being that surprise, occult things you don't know yet that will happen and affect your love life is the Ace of Wands. So definitely casual, affairs or sexual encounters can be a part of what is leading you here towards the nature of your impulses. So you might be tempted to just pursue your desires and not care so much about the consequences. And the thing is, for some of you, it's time to be emotionally, sexually, and mentally liberated. Yes, for sure. But your advice is the Queen of Pentacles. So, and this is a different tone. Either you're dealing with an earth sign person or a person that has an earthy personality, which could be Taurus, Virgos, or Capricorns, and those characters are much more about steadiness. They're much more about tranquility. They're much more about working to ground things up, not to destroy them. There can be a sense of friction indeed between you and an earth sign or you and someone that has a different outlook or temperament when it comes to overdoing things or acting without thinking. It's like Libras, you might be in this energy of not thinking about the consequences or not wanting, and someone else telling you, no, wait, what about this? What about that? And you can get annoyed with that when in reality, perhaps there's something to listen. This applies to a partner, to a friend, anyone that is just not, it's like you're pushing, pushing, pushing for them to do something, and they're like sitting and looking at you and they're like, not so fast, not so fast. There's something here about also it's like conquership, like you want to conquer someone. For some of you, you already know who you want. With the Ace of Wands, it's like a matter of pursuing. It's like initiating a cycle here with this person that would lead to a lot of an interesting it's like in a relationship that would be filled with creative and sexual sparks. Very hot dynamic here between you and someone, again being that the passion's flame is this card. I just feel like the issue showing up here is that is a very harsh, at the same time not polished, let's say, energy, which either is being hard on you or hard on the person you're dealing with. It could be that you're so impulsive and direct in your approach that the person you're dealing with could be seeing that or thinking that there's not a sense of substance or love here, is lust, or is more about the sexual aspect than anything else, or vice versa, you're feeling that about someone. Everything I'm saying, it pertains to the opposite as well. Even though I'm feeling like this very impulsive energy comes from you, it comes from you, and it comes from you wanting the things you want and not being, it's like not taking a no for an answer. And you might, um, up until from now until springtime, you might be dealing with this instability and change and a whole different scenario happening in your love life. And it feels like, and then in the springtime, perhaps things will be more settled into the ground, and maybe we'll be able to breathe and be present with a partner or with the energy of love in a more calm manner. But right now, you don't want calm. You don't want calm. Consciously or unconsciously, you don't want peace. You want the opposite of peace. You want to disturb something or someone, so that that creates, that spark, that reaction that would make you feel alive. Actually, also some of you are looking for that lively feeling, that passionate vibe more than anything. But the advice is the Queen of Pentacles, so the advice is to embody a little bit here of the of the traits of this queen, which is about being responsible, taking good care of yourself and of others, watching how you handle your material world. And the material world, when it comes to relationships, it's seen as our ability to commit, our ability to listen, our ability to be present, even when our partners are not, or the people we're dealing with are not the easiest ones. It's still an ability to be there. This, despite, is a proof of loyalty. Either you want a proof of loyalty or someone wants a proof of loyalty from you. So I hope you have a great Valentine's Day. And I want to thank all of you that have been sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully, we'll see each other soon.